Yeah, how much of the music you've done over the years, partially some of the stuff we're talking about is like in the territory of making a product. Like you're a salesman, you know, you're creating, manufacturing basically music for people, even though we like to put, you know, the nice label of like, oh, this is
Right.
art. At the
Right.
end of the day, we're just pushing product.
Right.
So like how much of that has been like convoluted between I know this is a product and then also like, okay, I just made a timeless record and this is real music and I love it.
So there is a very, that's a great point because there's art and there's craft,
Uh-huh.
right? And as a songwriter, there are songwriters who it's art and they can't imagine it not being art.
Yeah.
And then there's craft, right? And most rap and hip hop stuff is craft. Like
Yeah.
you're like and the art part of it comes from the artist's charisma. Like when Tupac told a story, that story wasn't unique to him. And maybe you could look at it as it was a poetry, right?
Yeah.
So let's not take Tupac because maybe that was art in that genre.
So you're right on the
But
edge with
compare
that.
it to
Yeah.
Migos, right?
Yeah.
Where it's really a style of delivering like an unimportant lyric. And the reason I say unimportant is because I watched them in the studio and they didn't care what they wrote about. Like literally they would go like, punch me in, and they would just go, and even if you watch the Beatles Get Back documentary, they did the same thing, where they would go, a man walks down the street, a man's got funny feet, a man with funny feet walks down the street, I got a beat, a man's got a beat, I beat a man, and they'll like all of a sudden they'll be like, oh, that's the story, I beat a man, right? And then like okay, punch me in, and then they record that line, and then they go, okay, I beat a man. The man was fat. The man was ugly. The fat man was ugly. The ugly fat man, ugly, punch me in. And then they go, ugly fat man. And they're writing on the spot, and it's really about just creating a sound and a vibe.
Yeah.
And that's a craft.
Okay.
Right? That's the craft. The art of it is going, not that it's more important, because the craft is really important because it's style. Like, is designing blue jeans an art or a craft?
Yeah.
You have to have an eye for what lines look current and fashionable and flowing, but is that art or craft? It's both, right? It's the art informs your decisions about how you fit into the world. So I look at every day as both.
You get in a record, you're like, okay, this one's craft, maybe the next one, or do you just look at it? Is it not black and white?
The way I think about it is everything is a craft, and sometimes I get to work on art, and it's really where it comes from in somebody's heart. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Like I'm working with an artist right now who he does music that a lot of people consider art. His is craft.
Interesting.
Because he's not that. He's like, I have to put out 3 records a year for my record company.
Also,
and so
it's just,
I got to go in this weekend and record 10 songs.
Yeah, it's like the conveyor belt effect, like what I call McDonald's music sometimes.
Yeah, and a lot of record companies are like, we sell, not today, but in the 90s they said, we sell plastic. Like, it's just about moving merchandise. But there are artists I work with where it is art, where they're like, people relate to my story. The modern folk kind of movement that's going on right now, there's a lot of really good music in there that's indie.
Okay.
That's heartfelt and more storytelling, and actually like the artists that I've worked with like actually consider like I should try different tuning on my guitar because I think it will make the song feel different.
Yeah.
Rather than like, oh, I'm just going to use the same 4 chords because I know it'll work, and this melody was the first thing I thought of and it's cool.
How many of these artists like know that they're doing that consciously? Like Migos, you know, like are they aware of that? Are they like, yeah, we know we're a brand and we're pushing a product?
I think like Roddy Ricch and Migos and some of those, they look at it as I'm creating a brand.
They just look at it like, yeah, I'm going to make this dope song and people are going to like it in the club. And
I mean, I think look at it like if you're a football player and you're faster than everybody else.
Yeah.
Is that a skill or is that innate talent? And how do you judge yourself? Are you arrogant because I can run faster than you? Or is that just I'm lucky because I can run faster than you?
Yeah.
And I can take advantage of that and parlay that into this, right?
Okay.
So that's the same like with making a record. Like, what tools are yours? Like, I look at it like I'm not a great creative musician and producer as far as like I'm not an amazing piano player. I'm not great at like coming up with like this really fantastic chord progression that I've never thought of before and just inspired me. but I know how to make something sound the way I want it to sound, and I know what I want it to sound like, and I'll get there and I'll piece it together, and at the end of the day it's done. But I look at it as I'm crafting that thing.
Yeah.
When I see other people I work with, some of the songwriters and producers, sit down and just go like sit at the piano and something amazing comes out, that's the art, because they're not consciously
Yeah.
thinking of it.
That
And
makes
someone like
sense.
Pharrell can like bridge that, because he knows this artist needs a song that tells this message, but at the same time he synthesizes something that nobody's heard before,
Wow.
and it's really beautiful and it's inspired, and you're like, I couldn't have done that in a million years, like, and you did that 3 times today. We are in a world where craft is winning.